Hi everyone, it's Rhonda. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a design team project for Jan and Sue of Chapter 1 Papers, and I'm so honored they asked me. I loved the neutral kit. I made a nice little folder, and I thought because I wanted to start selling these, I thought that I would make one with you. This one is pretty big. It's an idea from Ruby and Pearl XO from probably 4 years ago, and I'm just now getting around to doing it. I found some thick cardboard, thin but thick. I can't explain it because I collect all the cardboard from pads and things that are shipped to us, as much of it as I can, and this seemed to be really thick enough. So these are all Chapter 1 papers, and I will link everything below for you and their shop, and I'll show you how I'll make one after I show this one. So some of the images in here, some of the papers in here are mine, because that's how I would like to sell them. This is actually a fabric. I have fabric paper, printer paper, and it's really gone up in price. I used to get 10 sheets of it, and I think it was $10, so $1 a sheet. So now you only get 3 sheets, and it's not even the same distributor of it, but you get 3 sheets for 15. So prices have gone up, but this is fabric, and I printed on it. I'll list all the kits that I used, but these are some of my images and papers in here that when I go to sell, they'll be in here, as well as these. These are from Chapter 1. And this envelope holds copies of my images, and I tied it up with some antique book pages, and I made a little tag. So that is my thought. I would like to make about 4 of these, and then these are tags that are in the kit. And then here is another pocket, pretty tight. I should have put the sides inside so it would have more room, and some more images of mine. This is a very, very sturdy pocket. You can get a lot in here. Okay, and then on this side, it's just clipped. It's not glued or sewn in. On this side, beautiful papers from the neutral kit, and a little journaling card, another journaling card, and some ephemera of mine that I stuck in here because I would not sell Chapter 1 papers just printed and tucked in here. I don't think that's allowed. So I'm just showing you how I would display this for sale. I will get that clipped in there, and then I'll get the project started. So this was a big one. I don't know what size I'll be making for the other ones, but let me show you how I made that. Okay, so here is my project file. I grouped everything together, what you need, and I brought it down to size, so make sure it's, nope, it's not empty. What is that? No, it's just bits and pieces. Okay. So this is just a cut off from one of their papers. need this right now. This is the clipped inside. And this is one of my copies. Okay, and here's my fabric choices of pockets. And that's what I'm going to use. I made a little booklet. Here's some of their envelopes. And like I said, I'll list everything below. Some of my images. They have beautiful, beautiful little pockets. And here's some more papers. Okay, so basically you have to decide and choose your digitals. And the digitals I used, I will list below. I want this one to be more colorful and red. And so I think this kit is called Summer Bloom. Yes, Summer Bloom. But like I said, I'll list it below. Let me put that aside. So I got this in a Happy Mail, I think from Carrie, I think. I didn't even cut it the same. I thought I did. But this is what I decided to use as my base. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that. You'll need a strip. You can use cardboard, obviously, or very thick cardstock. And if you're going to be adding a signature inside, you want to leave room here. It just closes better. So on the inside, you're going to glue this fabric. And then on the outside, I didn't have enough of that, so I'll glue this, but it's going to be covered with trim. I have several choices of trim. And you'll need a clip and your papers, basically. It's a very simple project. I'm all about simple. Because if something takes too long, and it's not that I get bored, I'm done with it. I want to move on to, there's just so many things I want to make. I have to move on. So that's just me. That's how I create. And put your glue down. This also reminds me of another project that I did. I can't remember what it was. Okay. And then hopefully nothing will move. Let that set a second. Set a sec. Okay. And you can always go back under. But I'm going to be adding papers, so I hope I left some room. If I didn't, we'll adjust. Okay. So for the end, this is the inside. And you could actually leave it that color if you wanted. It's very pretty. I'm trying to decide what I want on the outside, this or that. I think I want that. It's pretty red. And then we're just going to pull out your trusty ruler and figure out where to there. Rip, rip, rip. And then we're going to put it down. Okay. I hope everyone is over the freezing part. I'm not going to tell you what the temperature is here. It is why I moved here. And yet people send me pictures of snow. I'm like, I don't miss it. If I wanted snow, I could go up north. Okay, I think that will do. Should have taken the cap off the tip. Okay. Let me see. Nope, I got the... You know what? I don't care. It's close enough, and I like that part to show, and I'm probably going to... Oh, I don't have to. I thought I was going to have to trim, but I don't think so. Maybe on that corner, that looks a little... yeah, I'm going to have to trim that. There. Trimmed it. There you go. Now we'll do the other side, and that's not enough. And I'm going to do this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to round that corner. And that will alleviate that problem. And I'll round this bottom one. That shall do it. Okay. I've got way too much paper over here. So you pull it over. Wow, that really is nice. Should have rounded those corners, but that's okay. Love it. Absolutely love it. Maybe I'll take this tip off. Maybe I won't. I'm starting to like this size that I'm making. I'm going to have to measure it so you know what size it is, because it really... Is that the right? Yeah. I like this size. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Oh my goodness. Loving it. And then I can get under there and glue more if it needs it. Okay. I really wanted the paper underneath that, but this is fine. By the time you start loading it and putting pockets, you won't see that. There we go. Okay, so that's the inside. We'll decorate the outside in a minute. Because of course this side is going to be a no-brainer. You're going to be clipping in whatever you want on that side. And then on this side, we want one of the fabric pockets. That one. I like this one. I think it is the same image. Well, then maybe we will do this one. Yeah, we'll have to do this one. That's too much alike. trim that. Okay. And that's going to get cut here. Just eyeballing it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to try to round that corner. There. Did that one better than this one. There we go. We're going to round that corner. And we're going to glue. Now this has a backing on it. And if you want it to just be the thin fabric, you just peel this backing off. But I use it for stability. I like it for stability. Okay, there we go. We got that fabric pocket in. Now, we need another pocket. I don't know if I've even thought about what that pocket would be. Let me see. I planned it out. Here's some more of the actual, I kind of like that in there. There's several. I'm looking. Oops. Well, I'm going to go with the first one because it's floral. And depending how deep you want the pocket, you'll have to, because I don't want it to cover too much of that, although there's going to be things in there. So I'm going to trim it up there. Doesn't have to be perfect. I have a mat where I can measure. I tore it the wrong way. These scissors are so new. Okay. It's still too tall. Let me get my paper cutter. Yeah, boy, I didn't cut that very well. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to put that in there. Like that. And then, I put that away too soon. Take it back out. We're going to cut it right there. I think. Again, we're aiming for simple. We got it. Oh, I meant to put, okay. All right. I meant to put, what do they call that? Gusset? Let me find some scrap paper. And I did. I found some scrap paper. Well, doesn't get any better than that. There you go. You just fold it in half. One's bigger than the other, huh? Trim it. Then you're going to put it on that way. Where'd it go? Make sure you don't see anything. Okay, then we're going to put this one on. And that gives you more room in the pocket, because there was not much room in that other one, the first one. But that's the part of creating. You make more than one, you learn from the first. There we go. Now, in all reality, I just love that flower, but it's okay. We'll have to cover it up anyway. Okay. Put your second pocket here. So there you do. You've got the super tight fabric one and a little bit better on that one. Oh my goodness. And now we can play. I will let me find the stuff to stuff. I have, okay. I'm a-coming. Alrighty. Now the fun part. So here's, oh, they're too big. What am I thinking? You're going to need the smaller sheets for this one. Even that's still big. Oh, we got to do the front. Oh my goodness. Oh, we've got to do the front before we can decorate. I got so excited. Did you see that? Okay, so now we're going to cover the front of this. I wondered why those were so big. I'm telling you. Okay, so we need to do those corners again. And this one, I'm going to do that corner. Okay. So here's the front. And we need to do what I do with a ruler. Oh my goodness. I'll use this one. Okay. Try to fold it as best as you can. You know, I could have cut all these beforehand, but then you would not see the joy of making it fit. And you must see the joy of making it fit. Okay. Here we go. Then we can measure the bottom. Oh boy. Well, there would be an easier way to print these on cardstock, but I just like a challenge. I really, really do. And I wanted to use that. It would have made a very nice big journal, but it's being used now. For those of you that don't use this glue or are thinking about using this glue, if you don't know how powerful it is, I can't get that tip off very easily. It's very powerful glue. Art glitter glue. Okay, there's your cover. Might put her on there. I don't know. I'm thinking. So now we have this side, and we're going to put that on that part right there. We're going to fold it. There we go. And then we're going to take it up here. That did not seem straight to me. There, that's better. There we go. Got some beautiful scraps. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Oh, I got it off. That is just too slow. Oops. Alrighty. Kind of jagged on the edge. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to use that other fabric trim. I hope this is all dry. And that'll just tie it together. This is pretty sturdy. No idea where I got this stuff. Let that dry. I'm so excited to put stuff inside. I can't stand it. Okay, we cut that part off and we can choose our lace. We want that one, or do we want this one? Again, I like this one. Put it up a little higher. We can cut this one a little lower. There we go. And then I'm just going to swirl it because it's kind of an open weave lace trim, crocheted. And then if we have to, we can add more glue, thanks to this fine tip. I love this digital because it looks like fabric. Oops. I went too far. I mean, it looks like fabric. Love it. Okay, we're going to let that dry like that, and now we can stuff. Yay! Oh. Glue overload. Okay, on this side, we're going to add some ephemera, some of Chapter 1's papers, and maybe a photo. Here's some more Chapter 1 papers, so you just layer it the way you see fit. And I was going to add that, but I don't know if I am. Here's all the little seed packets. Love them, love them. And then you can put photos. I love these tags. I'm going to stick those in there, along with some photos. Got all kinds of fun. I got all kinds of photos that I could be sticking in there. And then here are some journaling cards. Those need to go. And there you have it. Now, I was thinking of that label just needs to be glued on there on these packets, to put the photos in the packets. Oh, I just love this project so much. But look at all the packets you get. They're just absolutely beautiful. So we're just gonna, for now, we're just gonna clip this in here. See how I added my photo, or I'm going to. And there you have it, a little folder folio. And it can be a happy mail. It can be a way to organize your papers. You could actually, if you want to prepare yourself for a project, you can just get one of these started, and you can add what you're going to use in the project on this side and the pockets. So there you have it. And I hope you like that. Thank you, Jan and Sue, for asking me to be on your design team. I was so excited. And I hope that you got some inspiration today. I think she'll look really pretty on there. I may have to cut it down a little bit, or I could actually add her as well. But thanks for watching again, and I'll be back next week. Take care, everyone.